Hey YouTube, I got another thoughts and impression, and this time it's for none other than one of my longtime YouTube subscribers, Noel DJ 3200, and I just recently found out that he's from my city and state, so sometime me and him got to get together and do a video because with my crazy ass and his silly ass, anything's bound to happen. So he asked me to do a thoughts and impression on King of Fighters 97, which is actually one of my favorite King of Fighters. So I'm glad he actually picked this game. Basically, King of Fighters came out in 97. It's 460 meg. This one continues and ends the Orochi Saga. I'm not going to get into the plot of the game because the Orochi Saga is long, it's drawn out, it's very deep. If you want to know more about it, Google that fuck. Because I'm not getting into it at this stage. But it basically began in King of Fighters 95. So let's take a look at 1997. And I'm playing this on my AES. And the two things that are different about this game are, you have advanced play and extra. And advanced play allows you to basically to roll to escape attacks and to collect like your gauge of different, let's say by doing special moves you can collect stocks of energy and use them to do a death move. And the extra, instead of being able to roll to get away from moves, you can actually dodge and or sidestep, and instead of having to collect stocks of energy in order to perform a death move, you actually can just hold the ABC down and you can fill up your meter by like making it yourself into like a rage and create and be able to use your death move at any time. But once your life is flashing red and you either have a stock or your rage meter on the other version is full, then you can go into a super death move. See, as the advanced, just give you a little brief look at it. Extra. As you see right there, you can sidestep. As you can see at the bottom, you collect your stocks. You get, usually everybody gets 3, or you can see you press your A, B, and C, and then your rage gauge goes up. And that's basically what separates, which is actually new to this game. Alright, so I usually always select advanced. And you can mix and match. Like I like the original women's team. Now, in 97, they added a lot of new animation. All backgrounds are newer, of course. It's one thing I like about the King of Fighters. The backgrounds change all the years. The pros basically for this game is that a lot of the controls have improved. The controls improved. Animation got better, and you can do your super death moves, and basically you can chain together a lot more. You can chain together more moves, and put your super death moves together in a faster way, and basically be able to combo a lot better in this game than you were in the previous games. Now, I do have a couple gripes with the game, though. I do love the backgrounds, I do like the voices, but the worst thing about King of Fighters 97 is a lot of people complain is that usually there's music for a particular team. And here, what they did is that they only have music for certain characters. And what they do to replace it is just like the background noise and the ambiance, what's going on in the background, which it's kind of like a fail on SNK's part because it's not interesting. If you listen to what's going on right here, it's not interesting. It's boring as shit, and they should have just continued with, you know, actually having the theme music of the actual team, rather than just trying to have the ambiance in the background and some little semi-shitty music, you know, replacing it, which is, I don't know where they were going with that one, but it wasn't a smart decision, and they eventually changed that. Other gripe though is that the characters, the graphics on the characters themselves are recycled, and they will be recycled from, because they're from 1996, the active characters, but and they are recycled until about 2003. So from 1996 till 2003, they haven't changed the graphics, even though, like I said, the backgrounds always change. That's an example of a death move. But do I actually like this game? Yeah, I actually really do. Other than the minor gripe of not having the music, it's actually a really good game. And it was a step in the right direction, because after this came King of Fighters 98, and some believe was the pinnacle of the series. I don't agree with that, but it was a really good game. Now the backgrounds themselves are actually really good. Lots of high level of animation, a lot going on. I think they're pretty sweet. And the one thing I like about King of Fighters, though, is King of Fighters games are very easy to get into. I mean, if you've played Street Fighter, you can be able to play King of Fighters. This King of Fighters series were direct rivals to Street Fighter, and in a lot of ways, I mean, some people like King of Fighters more than Street Fighter, some people like Street Fighter more than King of Fighters, some people like both. I'm one of those type of people, I actually like both, but I think the King of Fighters series has a little bit of an edge on Street Fighter because the games have a little bit more in-depth gameplay and more personality than Street Fighter ever did. So, but by no means do I hate Street Fighter. So, this came out for actually the Neo Geo AES, MVS, and CD, and it's out on, what do you call it, as the King of Fighters, Orochi Saga for a PlayStation 2. So, if you have PlayStation 2, you should check this out. It came out, I believe, on the virtual consoles. It's a really good game. I think it even came out on the Saturn, but it's not as good as I heard on the Saturn because of the lower resolution. But it's a game that I would highly recommend you check out, because it's really fun, it's easy to get into, but it is still hard to kind of master. So, I hope you enjoyed this overview of this game. I hope you really do check it out. This is one game I highly, highly recommend, because even though its flaws of really is the music of not putting it in for the teens, I think the gameplay and the graphics alone are really good. So go ahead, check it out. And enjoy. So I hope you enjoy. Take care. See ya.